Hi everybody, welcome to Live with Amy at 333. I am your host, Amy Marino, owner of the Sanctuary on Cape Cod, and we are coming to you live today and every day during quarantine. So hope that you can sit and join us for a couple of minutes, take some time out and have a breath with us. We're going to do a short meditation. We'll chat a little bit about some crystals. 15 positive things about quarantine is going to be on our list for discussion today. And we'll finish off with an oracle card of the day. I have the Alice in Wonderland oracle here, so stay tuned to the end of the show. We'll pull a card for you guys for the day. All right, so thanks so much for tuning in. And just to remind you, you can find these video episodes on our Facebook page as well as our website under the Live at 333 tab. And that website is www.thesanctuarycapecod.com. So thanks for tuning in today. And again, just want to remind you that we have yoga live Tuesdays and Thursdays now at 5:30 via Zoom with Kelly Jacobson. I have an empath class that I'm teaching tonight, Empowering the Empath, at 7 o'clock. There is still time to register for that. Thursday night, I'll be doing Meet Archangel Gabriel, and then 2 classes on Saturday, Creating Simple Spiritual Practices, Learn to Read Oracle Cards. Those will be via Zoom, so you can find out more information about those or register for those classes again on our website. And that Psychic Development 1 course is now also live on the Facebook page, and that is a 6-week journey beginning April 29th on Wednesdays at 7. Okay, so we are going to do a little bit of a meditation today for a few moments. I have actually brought out, put you guys around here so you can see what we're going to be doing. And I've actually brought out my beautiful red root chakra bowl today. So yesterday we had that high, beautiful crown chakra bowl going, and today we're going with the lower, deeper, more grounding root chakra bowl. So we are going to do a meditation that I like to call the Sacred Garden. So if you have a moment and you would like to join me, we're going to light our sage. So I'm using just a little bit of the California loose leaf sage here. We're going to light that up. All right. Beautiful. So we've got this sage smoldering, and we're just going to take a minute. I encourage you, if you have your sage as well, to light a little bit of that up and just take a moment to ground and clear with me. And we're just going to bring a little bit of that also around our sacred meditation space here to create a little bit of that beautiful energy. All right. Really set the tone for that meditation. Okay. And as soon as you light that sage, you should really just feel yourself letting go. All right. Oh, also later in the show, we're going to be chatting about Apophyllite. That is our crystal that we'll be chatting with later on after we do our meditation. All right. So thanks to all of you guys that are tuning in. All right. Begin with the breath. Bringing your awareness there to your breath. Intentionally slowing down your breathing. Feel each muscle in your body relaxing. And with every out breath, letting go. Letting go of the day. Whatever was happening before you arrived. Whatever's been weighing on your heart and on your mind. Just let that go with your intention through every breath out. All right, and as you feel yourself beginning to relax, In your mind's eye, journey with me to a beautiful field of wildflowers. And within that field, you can feel the grass beneath your feet. You can see all of the colors of your favorite flowers, their gentle scent floating on the breeze. You can hear the birds and the bees buzzing amidst the flowers. The warmth of the sun shining down on your face. Out across the field, a glimmer of light catches your eye and you feel compelled to move forward towards it. Slowly and gently, you glide towards the light. And as you come closer into view, it begins to shift and change. In front of your very eyes, taking form, a beautiful white crystalline spiral staircase. You arrive at the bottom of the staircase, knowing that this is here for you. It will lead you to a very sacred and special place. So you begin up onto the first step, up onto the second step, up to the third step, up to the fourth step, up to the fifth step, halfway, the sixth step, the seventh step, the eighth step, the ninth step, almost reaching the top. And with one final step, you arrive into your sacred garden. The space is yours and yours alone. And everything is here that you need to nourish, heal, and balance yourself. Look around these beautiful gardens. Notice what you've brought here. You may see your favorite flowers, trees, paths, fountains, waterfalls, sacred nooks and areas for sitting. Just allow your mind's eye to imagine and wander through whatever you would create as your sacred garden. Knowing that this space is always here for you. So take a few moments to look around and find a comfy, relaxing place to sit and rest in your sacred garden. As you do, you immediately feel connected to the earth and energized. And we call upon the highest divine white light directly from Source to shine down upon you and fill this sacred space with divine healing light. It's continuing to breathe. We would ask that this sacred space bring you whatever is needed today. Be it a message, a healing, a clearing, or alignment. Simply allow yourself to open and receive. from Divine above and Mother Earth below. Your sacred space filling with your angels, your guides. Your master teachers and highest divine soul self. They're all here for you. Simply allowing whatever's weighing on your heart and mind to be surrendered over. And something received in its place. A message, a healing, whatever is most needed for you in this moment. There's something weighing on your heart and mind. Ask now. Knowing that the answer will come to you now or at a later appropriate time when you're open and relaxed. We would ask Spirit to send you clear, undeniable, easy to understand signs, confirming any thoughts or feelings that you've been having, answer to your question or anything that you've received in this meditation. Know that many blessings of divine inspiration, ideas, inventions, and opportunities are being streamed down to this planet right now. Streamed down in his subconscious mind. It's up to you to heed that call, answer that knock. Explore what could be as we break down the old paradigms of what was. Gently bringing your awareness back to your sacred garden. And we gently begin to move back towards the spiral staircase. But knowing that you can return to your sacred garden at any time. Creating anything you like here, or it may grow, shift, and change on its own for whatever's needed. So when you're ready, we gently begin to descend the spiral staircase, stepping down onto the white crystalline steps one by one, down to the 9th step, down to the 8th step, down to the 7th step, down to the 6th step, down to the 5th step halfway, down to the 4th step, down to the 3rd, down to the 2nd step, and with one final step, planting both feet firmly back in that field of beautiful wildflowers. Again, feel the ground beneath your feet, that warm sunshine on your face, the scent of the flowers as they sway gently in the breeze that moves through them. You return from this meditation feeling centered, grounded, and at peace. And we humbly give thanks for all that was released and all that was received. We ask that these things be received on every level, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And so it is. All right. And when you're ready, gently bringing yourself back to this physical space, becoming aware of your physical body, the chair, the ground, or floor beneath you. Thank you for joining me for that meditation today. I hope that brought you a little bit of peace, release, and healing today. And remember, that is your sacred space, so you can travel to that space anytime you like and ask for anything that might be needed. Okay, so our topic for today is positive things about quarantine. Can we actually come up with positive things that we love about quarantine, or that are kind of coming from this? So I came up with 15 things just this morning. I'm sure there are more, but and if you have something, I would love to hear your comments below on the video. All right, so here's what I have come up with: positive things about quarantine, and these are not necessarily in any particular order. I think a big one right now is more family time. So especially if you have children or other loved ones at home, this is really a time where we're having more family time, more time to connect and to be with one another, to bond, to come together as family units. So that's a big positive that's much needed right now, especially with just the busyness and, you know, everything that's going on often, even within families. We're all sort of going in separate directions and times and have many things going on. So this has been a very unusual opportunity, really, to be able to spend extra time with your family and your loved ones, those that are in your home with you. Working from home. So depending on where you work and how much you like your work environment, working from home can be a real plus. And I would suspect that after this, you know, things are going to change a little bit, and many may still have an opportunity to do work or part work from home. So you know, again, giving us opportunity for more family time, a little more freedom, and some other things. So that could definitely be a positive. Forced rest. So many people are on sort of the rat wheel, so to speak, and it's nonstop. Your calendar is filled, you're overextended, you're overwhelmed, there's obligations, responsibilities, work, and it seems the list never really ends. So for many of us who have a hard time relaxing, resting, stopping, just being, this is a little bit of forced R&R, so that could be a positive. Baking is a huge thing that's going on right now. You've probably seen all over the internet, everybody's baking bread. I have not been able to find any yeast yet, so have not attempted to bake any bread, but I did bake a chocolate chip cake from scratch which I normally would never have time to do. I've got a gingerbread recipe on my counter that I'm waiting to put together today or tomorrow. So a lot of people are getting really creative and doing a lot of creative baking and cooking right now and sharing that on the internet with others. So that's pretty cool. And again, something that we normally would not maybe have a lot of time for. Video calls, staying more connected. So for some of you, you may be actually seeing your friends and some of your family and whatnot actually more than you normally would via all of the phone video calls that we've been doing. So that's been really cool, even though we are all sort of quarantined at home, to still be able to connect and not just hear somebody's voice that you care about, but to actually see their face. Video meetings and classes. So as I mentioned, we're doing a lot of online classes now at the sanctuary. Pretty much everything that we've been doing in-house, in person, we're trying to get online. So, and I've been wanting to do that for 7 years. So that's a positive thing that's coming. And also, you know, if you're somebody that is home and have been wanting to take classes, there's opportunities now for you to do a lot of those classes online. And the same thing with the meetings. So many people are at home and able to do their business meetings and that type of thing. So that's a positive that's coming from that. And again, I would suspect that a lot more of these, even the kids are, you know, doing their schooling online classes now. So I would suspect that some of these things are going to kind of stay in our future as we move forward. All right, cleaning and organizing projects. So again, you know, we've been given this window of time here. So things that you have not been able to get to, or those cleaning things that you've been putting off or only do once a year, now is a great time to sort of get in there and to do some of that spring cleaning and organizing, you know, getting your home in order and things that you want, projects around the house, around the yard. So yeah, the yard, gardening, yard work, starting a garden. A lot of people are actually doing vegetable gardens right now so they can grow their own organic food from home. So that's a really positive thing. And if you've not ever attempted that, that could be a project, a creative project to delve in and focus on right now and give your green thumb a try. And even, you know, creating an outdoor meditation space. That's something we've been talking about since episode 1. If you don't already have one, a little space you can put outside and sort of dedicate to grounding, meditation, healing, clearing, whatever you might need. So creative projects, it kind of along the lines of what I was talking about, but more in the aspect maybe of writing, art, music, dance, theater. I'm seeing so many interesting and inspirational videos and just ideas coming through that people are trying to share, make others smile, maybe delving into a hobby that you've always wanted to do and never really been able to get to. So as I was talking about before, there's a lot of new ideas and inspiration available to us right now from source. So, you know, tuning into those things and seeing if you, especially if you've been wanting to make a change, if you've been unhappy with your job or some aspect of your life, you've got a lot of time to sit and contemplate it right now. And this might be, you know, the time coming out of this and moving forward to start a new path for yourself, create something, start your own side business, whatever it is that you've been wanting to do. How about all the things that you didn't have time for, right? Which I'm sure the list is a mile long. So all of those things, whatever they might be, it's not very often we get a window of time where we really don't have anywhere that we have to be, anything that we have to be doing right at an exact time every single day. So some of you are still out and about and going to work and things like that. You know, especially our people and friends on the front line. But for many of us, we have this big chunk of window of time now, which is only temporary, and it's a beautiful gift. So instead of focusing on the negative, we want to try and focus on the positive and really use that gift to the best that we can right now. Saving money. So even though we are in, there's a lot less spending going on, I'm sure. So that could be a positive if you choose to look at it that way, that you're actually saving money, you're cutting expenses, and maybe looking, again, maybe moving forward, you might be managing your money differently, and, you know, saving more or prioritizing things. So that could be a positive at this time. Here's a big one. The planet is healing. So that is a really beautiful, amazing thing right now. So pollution is clearing, endangered species are growing. The planet is taking a collective breath and release for a little bit of healing, while her vibration is ascending as well as all of those on the planet. Here's my last one, number 15. Your pets are super happy to have you home. So I'm sure those of you that are pet owners know this to be true. Your pets are basking in the glory of having you with them all day long. They love it. So if you have some other things, this is, first of all, my challenge to you today is to sit down and make a list of all of the positive things that are coming to you personally from this quarantine. And, you know, just writing those things down, making that list can shift your vibration, put you on that positive focus. And I would love for you to share in the comments something positive that is coming to you from all this, anything you can think of that I didn't include in the list for today. I know that we would all love to hear from you very much. All right, we have a little bit of crystal chat to do today. So we are going to be talking about Apophyllite, super powerful crystal, one of my favorites. So let me just grab the Apophyllite over here. Okay. So I've got two pieces here to show you. Hopefully you can get a good look at that. So Apophyllite looks very similar to quartz. It's a very similar color. The difference really is in the formation. So when you look at quartz, it's usually in more of a chunk or a point, where your Apophyllite will have many, often little tiny points on them. And sometimes they often actually look like this. They will break off, little parts will break off in sort of a pyramid shape. And as a matter of fact, even as I was preparing for the class, I had two little points that fell off actually of this piece here. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So Apophyllite stones have a super high vibration. They're actually on my personal list of my top 10 crystals to work with for psychic development and awareness. Apophyllite will spiritually energize your entire being. It will infuse you with light and aid in angelic contact. Apophyllite can stimulate your pineal gland, help you to open up to spiritual awakening by infusing your light body with high vibration energy from divine source. These crystals work with sacred geometry, as I was mentioning. They form in a natural crystallized pyramid shape, which is a little more unusual. And pyramids both anchor and direct energies in our sacred geometry. Apophyllite can give you release from stress, tension, anxiety. They have an excellent ability to transmit energy. So they're uplifting just to simply have in the room with you. So they're a good stone to have around and like raise the vibration in a meditation or healing room or just throughout the house. They interestingly have a high water content, which gives them the ability to conduct electricity. They're excellent healing crystals to use in meditation, as they can help you to receive guidance from your spirit, your guides, your angels. And this little pyramid that I was talking about is an excellent stone to actually place right on your third eye. If you're laying down and you're meditating, you can put that right on the third eye there for some really powerful activation. As I said, that Apophyllite simultaneously infuses your auric field with high vibrational light from the spiritual realms, while also helping you to release negative thought patterns that might be holding you back. It stimulates that area of the third eye chakra, intensifying your inner vision, clearing any blockages in the crown. So that is our crystal of the day, Apophyllite. Okay. We are to our oracle card segment. So, as I mentioned, we have our Alice in Wonderland oracle. I've been pulling out a different deck each day to work with, and this was the one I pulled out today. So this is a deck by Lucy Cavendish. I know it's reversed as you're seeing it, but it's the Alice in Wonderland oracle. So we're going to just take a minute, shuffle our cards. We ask and intend that this reading be collectively for the group a positive healing or message. All right. So funny how this happens. Number 43, manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of conditions. All right, so that really ties into what we were just talking about with focusing on what is actually, we know all the bad things, we know all of the things that we don't like about quarantine, but again, focusing on some of those positives that might be coming to you out of this situation and experience. So let's look up in our book. And as we see, there's some skunks here in the picture with Alice. So we're going to take a peek at, and this was number 43. So we're going to look that up in the book. Just any additional messages? I wish I could manage to be glad, the Queen said, only I never can remember the rule. You must be very happy living in this wood and being glad whenever you like. The Queen is almost berating Alice, imagining her to be happy whenever she wishes, thinking that the business of being happy is simple. As the Queen, she feels it is not simple for her, but she wants to manage to be glad, except, as she says, she cannot remember the rule. Is there a rule to happiness? Is there a way to manage to be glad? When this card comes to you, there are two possibilities. Just as there are two slithy toves in the painting. The first is that others assume your life is simpler, easier, and that happiness comes more readily to you. There is the implication that they have hit it harder and must struggle to be happy. This is not the case at all. Your happiness has been earned. In some ways, you've created it by directing your thoughts and impulses towards the steady creation of happiness. The second possibility is that you must now learn how to be happy. Having joy in our lives is not just good fortune, circumstance, or temperament. It comes through the careful management of our thoughts and deeds so that we nurture the possibility of joy and move ever closer to happiness. Do not let others steal your joy or imply that being joyful means you are not as serious, deep, or hardworking as they are. Happiness is often hard-earned. We must find it amidst the most troubling of challenges. Alice has learned to do this despite being lost and everything around her being so unpredictable. That sounds spot on. For right now, we too can manage our happiness and defy those who claim it is more difficult for them. We can all do this, no matter our lot in this lifetime. The divination message, your happiness is in your own hands. It is something which can be managed, nurtured, and grown. Acknowledgement that life can be very difficult and challenging, but you are also asked to grow the happiness you long for out of your magical will and desire to feel joy once again. All right, so very fitting card for today. You know, we have more control over our emotions than we might feel we do, and that joy or happiness can sometimes be a choice, and we can choose to shift our vibration, our focus and awareness to something that makes you feel good, something that brings you joy and happiness, that makes you feel safe and warm and loved. So those are the things that we want to be focusing on at this time. Okay, so that concludes our show for today. I thank you so much for joining us and for tuning in. And remember to tune in tomorrow at 3:33 and every day during quarantine for a little bit of upliftment. So I am sending you so much love and peace and happiness and divine healing today. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow at 3:33.